Hey y'all, Scott here, and I'm just sitting here with my old pal Good Video Game. I just can't wait to tear right into you for a hearty dose of 70 or above on Metacritic. Whoops. I left this milk out for the past week, but I haven't opened it until now, so it's still brand new. It's probably fine. Holy shit, that was rotten, but how could it have been that way? It was new! New Super Mario Brothers. Well, with the introduction of a sequel, they subtitled this one, The 8 Pages. The game stars this flashlight, some grass, a few trees, and... Oh shit, it's a white guy! Adults Only is by far the rarest rating, with only 27 games rated as such. Now, there's really not a ton of games rated AO for a few reasons, one of them being the fact that most AO rated games are basically... Hey y'all, Scott here. Oh, to buy video games right now, I have to leave my room. Hey y'all, Scott here, and say, have you ever been in a pickle like this? Fellas, I am so horny! Hey y'all, Scott here. Say, do you remember when I took a look at the first Sonic the Hedgehog game and realized that it's filled with design flaws and problems? Yep, the fans loved me for saying that. On to Sonic 2. Hey y'all, Scott here, and step right up to the birth off, where we fuse illegal gambling and pregnant women. Which pregnant woman will squirt one out first? Place your bets and let's find out. I have been ordered to issue an apology by the court of law. In no instant should childbirth be linked to illegal gambling. And if there's one thing that makes childbirth a drag, it's illegal gambling. Please forgive me and don't set up a child birth off of your own. I must now stay at least 50 feet away from any pregnant woman and must complete 14 minutes of community service by informing the public on a much less problematic topic. Game console births and the titles that come with them. Shit, that's it. It's a Wii version of beer pong. Now I'm definitely going to be critiquing this one hard. It better live up to beer pong's legacy. I know everything about the sport. Blue 42, hike. Now, rumor has it this system was designed as a way to combat complaints from consumers, as people would put their drinks on top of the NES like a coffee table. They would fall over and damage the system. This new one? Yeah, I can't confirm. No drinks fit on here. Hey y'all, Scott here, and I just had the health inspector in. They've expanded from small businesses to shows about stupid Nintendo games. Let's see what he had to say. Great place, gotta work on the religion ratio though. Shit, that was a priest. Hey y'all, Scott here, and I love Super Smash Bros. So much I could scream. The fighting mechanics, the cast of characters, the collectibles, the clone characters, the online, big battlefield, this fucking menu, Smash Tour, Fire Emblem. Don't worry if you didn't play it perfectly, because there's no one way to play a song. He's right. Pretty good, right? And don't you stand there thinking you can't have a high like this. Come on, there's a Madden for everybody. I know, pretty wild, right? And take my word for it, EA Sports cracked the code and has made sure that each and every Madden game is a different stroke for a different folk. Madden 03 and 4, you played for the lore, packed with stuff never done before. Madden 97, turn it to 11, this game can cure all kinds of depression. Madden 25, what did we travel through time? Pretty alright. John Madden football, now I've seen it all. Shows how the mighty just refuse to fall. Pick any game you want, you have my guarantee, cause there's a Madden just for me. Yeah, I know, I hate talking politics, but everybody has a right to Madden. Just ask the Madden 3DS community, those guys get it. Madden Overdrive, not a nosedive. EA Sports, you continue to thrive. What's their bottom goal? Their honest intent, providing players with pride and accomplishment. Madden CD, oh boy, oh gee, why can't these things start growing on trees? Madden 08, it's Nirvana on a plate. I don't like that one. You're a f***ing disgrace. Pick any game you want, you have my guarantee. Cause there's a Not you. Yeah, I like this one. Now, I wasn't there for the great Brawl wait sesh of 2005 to 2008. I wasn't actively following gaming news at the time. But I've concluded it went like... Nice. There's gonna be f***ing stages? I've actually been using this time to read up on an old family recipe to bake my own milk for this very moment. That's probably it. Ah, where's the rewind button? Well, that was a hearty dose of garbage. I'm getting kind of tired of seeing all these leaks, so I decided I'm going to Washington, D.C. to propose a leak tax to Congress. Wish me luck. It went really great. Everybody listened to me, and at the end they gave me this slick coin, and they told me to come again next time, so I think we have this one in the bag. Son of a bitch, that was an AA meeting. Hey y'all, Scott here, and consider yourself not Scott, because you could never be as desperate as I am right now. I was looking up houses for sale and decided it was time for my weekly ponder sesh about how I'll never own a house. Of course, my elbow was on the buy house key on the keyboard the whole time. I bought f***ing 20 of them! Dick Vitale. Well, I like both of those things, so why not? Hey y'all, Scott here. Are your games too balanced? Do you suffer from not being a dirtbag enough? Want to commit video game adultery? Well, might I recommend cheat codes? Before I use cheat codes, I look like this. And look at me now. Hey y'all, Scott here. Embrace yourself, fellow family members, specifically those who are insecure about your placement in the family, because we have a new addition to the family. Ringo the Fly! An absolute all-star if I've ever seen one. I bought him at the pet store recently. Completely house-trained. Watch as he avoids the swatter. Yeah, this could have been easily avoided. Overall, I like some consistency in my game boxes. Is it OCD? Well, as somebody who unknowingly has OCD would say. I don't know. Hi, my name is Jick. My friends call me Todd, but my real name is Scott. Bankruptcy is in the air, and I took full advantage of it at the last minute. This right here is what us Ohioans referred to as a Toys R Us. Toys R Us came out of the closet and declared bankruptcy, and here we are mere months after the store decided to f*** out. Yeah, when Toys R Us was closing, I realized I could finally fulfill one of my 4 goals in life, to be the last customer at Toys R Us ever. It was crazy. It was like a building, like a giant cube, 4 sides, 1 top. Also, it's been reported that if you do touch a controller like this, you will most definitely contract bed bugs. Damn it.
You gotta be ruthless out there. You can't dance around and getting the membership card. Remember, you're not out there to make a friend. You're out there to make a sale. No manners, no subtlety.
Join our membership, fuckhead! Now the killer apps of Dick Vitale are his catchphrases. We have such mainstays as a diaper dandy, slam bam jam, dipsy doo dunkaroo, and any and all varieties of a phrase that even resembles "it's awesome, baby." In 1994, Time Warner Interactive struck a deal to cram as much Vitale in a Sega Genesis cartridge as humanly possible. And that's all I got from the game's Wikipedia article. Look how small this is. You could tattoo this entire thing on your foot. And before anybody asks, no, this game has no relation to College Hoops 2K8. This is bullshit! Ah, hey y'all, Scott here, and you might have noticed this 2-liter Mountain Dew and sack of Doritos I'm about to fling into my gullet. Don't worry, I feel a good reason for doing this coming on to me. That'll work. Not only do I want to become a true enjoyer of all things video game, but I also want an excuse to go to this hospital near me. They're really cool. They got a vending machine and everything. Oh my god, this room is crazy. My arteries. Hey y'all, Scott here, and I've just been promoted at my job to the title of stay-at-home son. Suffice to say, I've had a lot of extra time on my hands, and I've been discovering the legends of lost video games. Someone please hire me. Hey y'all, Scott here. I've realized today's youth is way into getting corrupted, so it's only fair to give every possible good or service an age-appropriate rating. Introducing the Food Eating and Ratings Association, or FEAR for short, where we give all food on the market a rating so you can decide if it's right for you and your kids. E for edible, R for ranch, and ITLFN. It tastes like f***ing nickels. Play and you'll be screaming awesome baby with a capital A. That would look f***ing stupid. Hey y'all, Scott here, and it's amazing to think that a company established all the way back in 1889 made this. Whoops. Hey y'all, Scott here. Oh god, this is gonna sound so mean. I'm sorry if this comes off as negative. This redesign fucking reeks. Nintendo taught me it's okay to be self-conscious about my appearance, since they obviously were with a 3DS after changing it like 12 times. Well, with these online chat room kids games gone forever, I guess I'm gonna have to relive what it's like to be a kid in one of these things by just going to a chat room and posing as a 12-year-old. Gotta ask this person how old they are these days first off, and with the age-old age question being thrown out there, I think I'm gonna leave it at young. 18? Get out of here. Think young, go younger. Don't worry guys, we're in an online chat room. These people are wholesome with a capital H. Scratch that. Well, while I wait for people to finally succumb to my bullshit, I can take out a loan and start buying things for my business, which will help me fund my Scammo membership, and that will help me pay off my 20 houses. One sec, let me check something. Alright, we're set. Cheat codes! What separated the men from the scumbags! Yes, a WiiWare staple. Sexy poker is a competent replacement for any form of intercourse. A game for the rest of us. Checking out the gallery, we can see some slick pics of the girls we're about to play poker against. The game also lets out a hello. If you don't do anything for a certain amount of time, making sure you're not just staring at the screen absolutely dumbfounded that we are potentially going to see a sexy poker. Here we're introduced to Sakura, everybody's favorite nurse. I wonder why. If we impress her, she might give us her special treatment. Thank God, this scoliosis is a bitch. We can see here she's in prime poker playing position. I start pummeling through a poker game with her and bada bing bada boom, we get the goods.
Looks like I have to remove some clothes.
Oh. Yeah! I hate when that happens. I don't know if Dick Vitale ever made the statement, if only I was the basketball. And this isn't only Dick Vitale fans will get this Easter egg, but man, I've been trying to figure out the reason behind this for the past 15 seconds. Dick is wheeled in here, screams 11 letters in a row, and we have a title screen that delivers the heartiest out there. With this being slated as a standard Nintendo Direct, and with this also being the second year of the Nintendo Switch, I felt it was reasonable to expect a bit more than last year. I mean, hey, the console's been out for a while, and the presentation was gonna be longer. Before we get into what I thought of Nintendo's E3 Showcase, excuse me, I have to wipe some shit off of my shoe. Ah, man, that explains a lot. Oh my god, are they remaking Final Fantasy VII in HD? I think they're remaking Final Fantasy VII in HD! They're remaking Final Fantasy VII in HD! Listen, I need a right quick way to prove to everybody that I have copious amounts of money and I hate sex. It's a Christmas miracle! Hey y'all, Scott here. I've been on a strict anti-calendar agenda the entire year so far. I have no f***ing clue what month or day it is, so I'm really at a loss as to why both my Jeepometer and Creepometer are going off the charts. Yeah, that's probably why. 5 arcade gems, and my 2 favorite things, arcs and AIDS. If I wanted to get laid, I'd talk about Donkey Kong Barrel Blast for 10 minutes, but nope! Today I gotta stick with the trends to nab my virgin points with ease, but how exactly will I do that? By looking at the most viral things on the planet, of course, and the only thing more viral than influenza has got to be this garbage. You know, the games you see played on YouTube by screaming people with dyed hair and videos with all caps titles. No Carolina one, then who did?
Warm up the bus, baby. This one is history.
Jesus, Dick, I'm grieving. This guy's just eating a sandwich. Now, am I anal about losing or completely indifferent to it? I don't know, but personally, I think I'm on team anal for this one. Now, of course, playing basketball is only one part of the Dick Vitale's awesome baby experience. We also have the extra mode options. Look at this, we have a sound test. We can go through all of Dick Vitale's phrases like,
Awesome, baby.
and
Awesome, baby.
it never gets old.
Hey man, can you drop my dad at the hospital?
I'm busy. Hi, Chet Shaft, Game on a Shelf manager. Hi, Scott Wozniak, Games on a Shelf employee to be.
So, what makes you want to work at Games on a Shelf?
Well, I love plastic, and discs are great too.
You know, we're really looking for somebody who's into all different types of games. Are you that kind of guy?
I don't give a piss. Didn't do much for me. But it really didn't excite me. The title never interested me. Didn't look all too entertaining. I wasn't interested. Doesn't appeal to my taste. Doesn't really appeal to me. Not super into mobile games. Way that makes me not care at all. I'm not an RPG guy, but I'm not a Xenoblade guy. So I'm not really into it at all. I like the Wii.
Perfect, you're hired.
Street Fighter Cross Tekken. This comes with 45 gem power-ups, and people still say the economy's in shambles. Now, the Wii U doesn't have Smash Run, instead it has gonorrhea. Hey y'all, Scott here, and would you look at the time? It's that time again for my weekly birth certificate check. Huh. Turns out my full name is officially Scott will eventually take a look at the first Mega Man Wozniak. It's all starting to make sense. The collector. Hey! A steaming pile of virginity who cares deeply about how his Yo-Noid cartridge looks. What the hell? I do not know what happened there, so whatever. Let's just forget Dick Vitale's awesome baby college hoops and go back to playing some Madden now. Ah! All my copies of Madden away have been Vitaled.
Alright everybody, you can stop with the comments. I'm finally gonna take a look at Dick Vitale's awesome baby college hoops.
So Dick Vitale's Awesome Baby College Hoops is what I would personally consider to be an all-time hooping classic. It's definitely the pinnacle of the Dick Vitale related Genesis games with Awesome Baby in the title.
Dick Vitale's Awesome Baby College Hoops. What's all that about?
Dick Vitale's Awesome Baby College Hoops has a lot of unseen and unused content in it.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to another brand new episode of The Completionist, where today I'm gonna complete Dick Vitale's Awesome Baby College Hoops.
Yeah, if you haven't already noticed, Nintendo isn't too keen on giving these games interesting setups or even just clever ones. They always start off with the gang just hanging out and then bam, terrorism. I really wish video game stores could be more of a place to just kind of hang out and browse games, maybe even play them, but instead, whenever I go, I'm bombarded by my favorite question in all of retail.
What brings you in today?
I always follow that up with a just looking around, browse the games until I realize the pop figures take up more space than the Wii U section, and then leave empty-handed. Everybody's a bit more accepting of murder, which could only mean one thing. Halloween is here! It's just, it doesn't really feel like it to me. The calendar may be screaming October, but my body's screaming March. I guess it's because I haven't really been scared yet this month. And of all months, October is prime piss yourself season. I just want to get scared, but it's just not happening. Look, my hand's been bleeding this entire time. It's doing nothing for me. Actually, from what I can tell, you can play the majority, if not all the instruments with just the Wii remote itself, but to get that sweet, sweet immersion, you'll probably want to use the nunchuck for some of them. Doesn't matter though, because T-minus 5 minutes in, the immersion's already been broken. Who the hell doesn't blink while playing violin?
Dick Vitale is a myth! I like Dick Vitale more like I don't like Dick Vitale. I drew devil horns on him, that's how you know he's bad! The police agree with me!
This just in, a local anti-Dick Vitale nutjob decides to publicly whine about Dick Vitale, screaming such obscenities as Vince Young and EA Sports. He's being put under house arrest, and quite frankly, we're just glad this kind of lunatic is off the streets.
I never downloaded this initially, mainly because do I look like a Pokemon Rumble downloader to you? Overall, I can't lie to you guys, that was incredibly mediocre. But I have to admit, that Garden of Eden mechanic was pretty deep. You see, it teaches people to succeed in life and to take chances while also not being overly greedy. That's incredible for a party game, and on second thought, I think the Bible game deserves a lot more praise than it's given. It's unprecedented, unheard of, unorthodox. Finally, they made a game for me, fan service for Christianity. Regardless of faith, you gotta admit this game right here is pretty sick. It's a crowd pleaser, it's a converter, it's a jack of all trades, it never fails. Forget enlightenment, this will never grow stale. Learn about the Bible while you have fun. All thanks to crave a good scripture, no biggie, or a commandment, I'm not picky. The Bible game, it does it all. It's a trivia game and a bathroom stall. Win a round, you'll feel all swell. Come in fourth place, we'll see you in hell. A game no other corresponds to Christianity and beyond. A sin or not, I'm not ashamed to give this game 2 out of 10. Before a trip to GameStop, I would rummage through the games I had and said, okay, I don't need this, this, or this. Bring them all there, get some sweet, sweet trading credit, and pick up some new games. Of course, now I hate this fucking punk for selling his Game Boy Player for a copy of Just Dance 3, but back then, without a job, trading in games was just the way of life. Hey y'all, Scott here. Tambourine selling's in my blood, so welcome to the Barine Bazaar, where tambourine selling's our specialty. Well, things are really heating up, which means there's only one thing to do to maintain our monopoly on the tambourine market. F***ing panic. With every purchase of a tambourine, you get a free copy of Wii Music. Wham! Damn! Now, are there any features of the game that could only be done with the Wii U, seeing how it's an exclusive? No. I mean, it's not surprising the game can't handle something crazy on the second screen, like, look at this. The game f***ing stuttered picking up a collectible. Well, let's finally get to actually playing the game. I'll be rocking out on the version included in the Mega Man Legacy Collection on the Nintendo Switch specifically. Now, a major problem with this version is that it has a feature that's a forbidden fruit, if you will, the rewind button. I'm going to hell. Hey y'all, Scott here. I've heard the request and yep, I'm finally gonna do it. Today we're gonna be taking a look at house arrest. Take a look at your nearest ankle. If you have one of these guys plastered on it, then you get it. House arrest has been a thing since the glory days, aka the 17th century. Simpler times, when you could force somebody to not leave their house without ankle jewelry. Now, I've recently been subjected to house arrest, so consider this a first impressions, not a full-on review. This blows! The game Genie was something the consumer bought after already purchasing an NES game. It's like if you took a book and changed all the periods to commas. I mean, yeah, you're a fucking lunatic, but it's your book. Do whatever you want. Ooh, Call of Duty World at War, a game based on World War II. How fun! Now this one is pretty lame, just a bunch of multiplayer bonuses are included, but what do you get physically with this box? Well, a box for everything to come in, that's nice, and also a collectible canteen. Well, I'll be. I can't wait to drink out of this thing and consume water and swallow liquids. My night's ruined. This canteen doesn't open at all, it's literally just a prop. I feel like it would have cost them less to just buy real canteens that you can actually drink out of. Now I don't have a canteen to drink out of. What am I supposed to do in a life or death situation? Don't worry guys, we'll have plenty of canteens. I stocked up on World at War Collector's Editions. You fool! Happy Wheels is a physics-based game that plays in your web browser. You can choose from a variety of vehicle-driving characters with a seemingly unlimited supply of user-created levels at your disposal. Many stages are filled with hazards that can brutally wound or kill you, which adds to the fun. Definitely one of the most entertaining games to play in your browser. The Vectrex in 1982 had a similar form factor for its controller, but the NES introduced something huge. Now I know, first thing many people probably said when they saw this cross on the controller was, "Pump the brakes, Speed Racer, nobody puts religion in my dig dug." Let me catch you up on the development cycle. Step 1, I do the work. Step 2, disaster strikes. Step 3, explaining myself. Hey boss, funny story, so the hard drive corrupted. And finally, step 1, I do the work. This happens every 2 weeks. I don't know what I'm doing wrong!
Hey, we couldn't have helped but notice that you've been completely rejected by society.
Yeah, I've been trying to pull off that look lately.
Sure is crazy what a little bit of public indecency will do to somebody.
Yeah, some people are saying you're on a bit of a depression-fueled Dick Vitale protest. Here, this always helps me when I'm down.
No, I'm fine. Hey, you wanna know what depression doesn't look like?
Hey man, listen, corporate makes us do this every year, but this is just a little manager evaluation form. You just fill it out, let them know how I'm doing, you know.
Alright. Is your manager manipulative?
I'd say no to that if I were you. Hey, looks like we got some trade-ins coming in. Knock 'em dead.
Alright, total trade-in value is gonna be $10.50.
Well, I got this Skylanders for the Wii U. How much is it now?
$10.48. Let's meet the babes first, and here we have a little bio of some characters in the Guy Game canon. Zoe wishes to be able to jog without pain. Major props to the Guy Game for hiring an amputee. And Mandy apparently despise interior decorating.
Hey y'all, Scott here, and welcome marketing rats. This is Marketing 101, the 101st edition of our marketing tutorials. Today I'm going to show you how to successfully market that Nintendo GameCube game that you're selling in 2018. Market it. Thanks for learning the ins and outs of marketing with me today. If you choose to purchase our next video release, I'll show you how to put a down payment on a house with just your signature on this piece of paper.
Yeah, I was in the video and even following the directions. I don't know why, I came out with bread. Also on the back, we have some activities for you to tackle during unemployment. Enough gawking, let's crack this thing open and get to the goods. Time for a test drive. Oh my god, I did this. I'm a fucking genius. I don't need this anymore. Thankfully, all is saved as we can share our aquarium to friends. Damn it! All in all, the new Super Mario Bros. Series aren't bad games. And that's about it. Overall, not the most impressive out there. Holy shit, it comes with a poster. At least some of the stages are shared between the versions. I quite like the boxing ring, and Wily Castle would have been great if it weren't for the leading cause of the phrase, "oh for fuck's sake." Hey y'all, Scott here, and today we're gonna be discussing a classic case of... It's that time again. Let's go to Best Buy and see how many games in the Mario series are on the shelf. Alright, now let's see how many games in the Sushi Striker series they have. What? And since video games are the ultimate way to fulfill your wildest dreams, I'm naming myself Dennis. Forget all this work, I'm going the easy way out. I'm gonna be an entrepreneur. Now I know what you're thinking, a new business doesn't make a profit until 30 minutes before swimming, But an entrepreneur takes risks, and I'm willing to make my money the old-fashioned way with my own business idea. Vegas-style funerals. You know, you're in, you're out. All I need to do is write a check to get this all started. Let me check my checking account. Shit, all those checks I wrote myself bounced. I have $20 left. In the meantime, I can go on Tinder to try and swoon people over. They'll give me money out of sympathy if I play my cards right. I'll ask her how many dogs she could fight in a row. Whoa, 2 truths and a lie? I'm white, I'm nearsighted, and I eat fucking dogs. God, enough with the dogs, Scott. Stupid. But it's alright, because I'm about to say something that no hormone-encrusted teen has ever said. Don't worry, it's just a phase.
Hey y'all, Scott here, and this is bad. Real bad.
Hey, what's the matter? Are you afraid you're gonna get murdered?
Who even is Dick Vitale?
Not Satan, that's for sure.
Why even is everybody so pro Dick Vitale's awesome baby college hoops?
Because it's awesome, baby!
Yeah!
Diaper dandy!
Woo! He's the best.
It's completely by law.
Brawl saw a few delays after initially being pegged for a December 2007 release.
Yes, the Smash community is stoked. But when? Well, not next year. Not next spring.
Releasing on January 31st, 2008 in Japan, March 9th, 2008 in North America, and June 27th, 2008 in Europe, was the wait worth it? People fucking hate this game. Woo! We got a live one! Somebody joined, maybe I'll tell them I see you like PictoChat. Last 2 messages didn't send. Yeah, it sounded a lot more murdery than I wanted it to. I always wanted to try to learn music, but after a few failed attempts, I maintain I never had a single musical intestine in me. So I guess I wanted to see if Wii Music could be my gateway into learning more about music. Fast forward to now, and I still have no clue what a fucking trumpet is. It's fair to say Wii Music didn't grab me.
Hey y'all, Scott here, and it's time to mosey on over the entire galaxy to discover the world of video game gimmicks. Time to set coordinates for numbers, and lots of them. Well, it looks like we're getting a transmission from the planet Wagwan.
Oh please God, help! I don't want to look like a jackass playing Wii Music!
Oh god. It looks like this is what happens when gimmicks go too far.
You have to unlock the vast majority of songs in the game, and most are unlocked via doing more lessons with Dr. Toot. Yeah, we actually have to grind in Wii Music to unlock all the songs. The main problem is, once we actually unlock some songs, they pull a Chibi Robo Ziplash on us. This song selection blows! You can't tell me Nintendo didn't have the funds at the time to license actual songs that actual people actually like. I'm big into the piss fandom, so when a product claims to rid it from all humanity, I gotta see what it's all about. Powerful LED urine finder. That's what they used to call me in high school.
I have a confession. I don't really like Dick Vitale.
What's the name of that? I know it. Free speech! Alright, what do we have here? Aliens, Colonial Marines. Yeah, this game turned out to be a little too fucking terrible for most people's liking, but we don't care about that. How does this collector's edition stack up? I like the packaging, and this box set comes with some sheets of paper. Paper with words, paper with pictures, even paper with, here you go, some expired DLC codes. Yeah, Sonic 2 is really where the series started to get good in my opinion, and after seeing how it set the standard for video games released on a Tuesday, it made me want to do something just as monumental as that was. How about I'll go the rest of my life without verbs? From here on out, I will never use a verb. Damn it! After the 2600, controllers went through this ugly phase for a while, and it was all because a controller designer went home for the weekend, looked at his phone, and said, "I'm drunk." Why? Collector's editions can be lamer than lame sometimes, but hey, if you personally see some value in one, go for it. It's not like some of them are the only versions released of certain games, falsely advertise their contents, include items that you're never going to use, take up 500 square feet of your house, are ludicrously overpriced, or one of 15 different versions, none of which come with all the content, or just called Collector's Edition on the box for no reason. Yeah, that would be ridiculous! Devil's Third. It wasn't that great, wasn't that bad either. It was just right. However, Merriam-Webster's dictionary defines Devil's Third as a 3 from GameSpot. F*** this game. Silly me, almost had an opinion there. Hey y'all, Scott here, and I have insider info. Watch. On August 4th, 2018, I leave the shower running overnight. Fuck!
Wait, don't you have one of those I hate Dick Vitale and I'm proud of it bracelets on?
It's okay. They ran out of small ankle bracelets, so they had to give me an XL one. I can just slip this off right now and put it on a ceiling fan or whatever, and they'll think I'm moving around the house.
He's gone f***ing mad.
Hey, do you have anything you want to pre-order? They ask me as I'm trying to bite chicken shoot on the Wii. Hey, the usual, right? One copy of Wii Play Motion to go.
Thanks, Chief. We gotta start pushing pre-orders more. Studies show that 9 out of 10 gamers play video games. We gotta capitalize on that market. Next customer you get, do not stop talking about pre-orders.
Fucking pre-orders, am I right? It's like totally like you buy one S. It's just like most of the time if I tell them I'm not interested in pre-orders, they'll list off a bunch of upcoming games and be like, interested now? And I'm like, I'm sorry man, I just want chicken shoot, just ring it up. However, all these different style lessons just all feel the same to me. You just play through a portion of the song, and then another, and then another, and then another, and it's always Twinkle Twinkle Little Star! I mean, things might change up in later lessons, but in the hour and a half of lessons I sludged through, every single style lesson has you play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star and nothing else. Look at this is a fever dream. I'm playing the song with myself and what's-her-face, Babs, I don't know. If I ever saw a blimp with the Wii Music logo on it in real life, I'd piss myself.
Man, I love Dick Vitale.
Same.
Yeah, it is. Holy sh**. Is that Dick Vitale's Awesome Baby College Hoops?
Maybe. We better play them all to make sure.
Well, it's a plastic, non-functioning arcade cabinet you can spank some coins into. You have to assemble this yourself and... childbirth, kidney stones, assembling the Street Fighter Cross Tekken arcade bank. This thing is dreadful to put together. You have to apply so much pressure to these pieces and it never feels like you're doing it correctly. But in the end, it's alright. This is kinda cute. Well, after everything I've been through, I'm done. I'm not going to game stores anymore. I'll say it's because I'm protesting them, but it's really because... I'm unemployed! Now that summer was a roller coaster of emotions. We went from an absolutely phenomenal reveal trailer to... Woo! It can't get much worse than that.
Dick Vitale.
Dick Vitale! He's good, right?
So good.
Man, ever since we were kids, he told me he'd be the last guy in a Toys R Us. He did what?!
Yeah, Nintendo's E3 2008 showing was already pretty brutal, but just the fact they ended the show proudly demonstrating a sloppy rendition of the Super Mario Bros. Theme in Wii Music just sealed the deal right there. Satan doesn't look like a man, he looks like 6 me's playing music in a field. Alright, we go into space, the Death Egg Zone is all we have left, and... there are no rings on this stage. I think this decision is why Sega Technical Institute doesn't make games anymore and probably just caters grad parties now. You'll learn something at every E3. 98 taught me to keep my prized possessions safe from competitors like what Sega did with the Dreamcast. I wrote piss on this gallon of milk to make sure nobody drinks it.
We'll have to navigate by the stars. Just like World War II.
We're gonna have to navigate by the stars, just like Devil's Third. Aw, Legend of Zelda Shard of Nightmare, no way! That was my latest search on WebMD. And since I'm one of the few people with a Wii system filled to the brim with WiiWare games, I'm a wanted man. Just look at this. That's me! I don't know who else it could be. If only past me would have done something about the Wii Shop channel closure and not just exploit and show off old WiiWare games. Let's take a look at some more WiiWare games. But what if the DualShock just isn't doing anything for you, and you hate happiness? Here's the Nintendo 64 controller. We take on the other 4 Robot Masters, and finally, it's Wily time. And very quickly, it's also end of game time, because Wily is fairly easy to take on. So that was Mega Man 1, and was beating it worth it? Yeah! Wii Sports was the reason the general population fell in love with the Wii. Right when you boot it up, everybody went, oh shit, I'm the hand. I'm the hand! Console redesigns can be a real make it or break it moment for us when it comes to actually deciding whether or not to buy a console. And they can also help a console retain relevancy and not fade away like a fad. Like the Tamagotchi, or leprosy. So many people have asked me to cover Pokémon, so I guess this is the best place to start. Pokémon Fruit Snacks. Oh, so this is what the franchise is all about. We have loads of fruity interpretations of everybody's favorite Pokemon, like Dopey, Sneezy, Bashful, the gang's all here.
Alright guys, I'm sorry I have to do this, but you all know too much. We can't have people like you poisoning everyone's minds, especially with the info you know.
Hey, look, it's Dick Vitale!
Alright, I know you're lying, but I can't take a chance like that, so boom! Okay, not there, son of a bitch!
I love ants, so this game just speaks to me. Whenever anybody asks, hey, what do you use your Wii for these days, I always tell them Netflix and ants. However, the road to where we are now has been a rocky one. We've gone from to even. It's absolutely ridiculous how hard it is for people to notice the bold black letter in the corner of these games. Well, I'm taking a stand. We need to expand the size of these things. It's for the kids.
Oh my god.
What a rush.
And on top of that, we're home by 9 too.
Alright, what did you guys discover?
Oh, he's
Because of that, I think for most people, Wii music just ends up being a fest. Hey y'all, Scott here, and congratulations on finally not getting that job I just applied to, because I'm really gonna get it this time. I put any and all contact information on my resume, including when and where I'm available on PictoChat. That'll set me apart. Hey y'all, Scott here, and I can't wait to finally head to this game controller issues meeting I just found out about. Yeah, let's try that pretty bad. Excuse me, sir, you have 12 days to live. Huh. Excuse me, sir, you have to talk about Minecraft again. There are two types of fake leaks surrounding Nintendo Directs. We have the actually extremely well done ones that feature high quality renders and or animation, and then the rest of them. Interactive fun for all ages, fantastic. I'm the most wholesome person I know. Oh, my cigarettes are done! Old family recipe, but enough stalling. Let's not go to hell and play some Bible game. After completing an episode on Super Stiff, you get this crazy video at the end, and man, let me tell you, I totally had a dream like this before. I did it! But I caught these landlords hard. You see, the water here is free. All I have to do is bottle up some tap water, sell the water bottles at a water bottle stand for profit, and then I'm gonna be living on paying my rent on Time Avenue. So that's what a surplus is. Well, moving past that, we have the introduction of the Xbox brand, and with it, holy shit. Well, I can tell you first off, that was the easiest Easter egg hunt I've ever been a part of. This controller does get a number of things right. Number one, giant f***ing Xbox logo. The Duke, as it's referred to now, is a behemoth. Hey y'all, Scott here, and I'm only 12 virgin points away from being eligible for a V card. I need to find the quickest possible way to not get laid. Alright, what's up virgins and virgins? I got big news for you all. Dick Vitale's Awesome Baby College Hoops is not the only sports game you can play. Look at this. What the f*** is that? At least we'll always have the memories of cheat codes and the old games to still use them on, which is great, seriously. How else am I supposed to beat Wheel of Fortune on NES? Can't beat this sucker without the moon gravity cheat. If I really wanted to, I could piss myself out of fear right now, but I'm not gonna do that just to boost this house's ego that much more. No, it has to be genuine fear. That's why I'll be keeping track of the pissometer. Once this baby hits 100%, I've officially scared the piss out of myself and Halloween is saved. Which shouldn't be a problem, because look at this place, it's perfect. And really, what creepy-ass old house isn't complete without a Sega CD? So in terms of the last products bought at a Toys R Us, first up, here's the credit card that I used. Feel free to put that in the history books. I picked up Delivery Man, starring Vince Vaughn, and an adapter for a breast pump. You also can't turn off the border on the games, which is annoying. They don't give you the choice to just have black bars. I never found the borders to be that distracting or anything, but would have liked the option. Like, imagine if there was a small blue border on everything you played. Things would definitely get riot-inducing. Super Smash Brothers, the most prolific crossover series on the planet, allowing you to pit Nintendo and gaming icons against each other. Mario vs. Link, Samus vs. Kirby, Brown vs. Board of Education, the fighting game series has blossomed into not just a game, but an event. This is definitely the easiest toy con to put together. Just a few folds and blam, we're golden. Eventually, Kelly figures out that these things and the family are vampires, so then it's a bunch of eek, yikes, and holy shit. Fucking vampires.
Who are you?
We're Scat.
That's me!
Alright,
I'm just gonna say it. I think he went too far.
Don't get me wrong, the game looks fine, its attention to detail is very appealing, but I just don't feel like it's the greatest representations of these characters. Like, when I think Mario, I don't think denim! Most of the time, tech demos aren't representative of any final product, so they can mainly be seen as harmless. They aren't like a yearbook quote, which is stuck with you for life. Of course, when I was in the room with the yearbook committee, they took the last thing that I said as my yearbook quote, and when you're in a room full of f***ing weirdos, that's how you get a quote that becomes, "Stop licking my neck!" Hi, kid. Game development is tough stuff. I should know. I've been working on this unknown game for a while now. Really, I have no idea what it is. I've restarted so many times, I don't even know if I'm working on a game at this point. Yikes. Well, better give him what I have at this point. Damn it, they never asked me to make a game in the first place. They asked me to make a Snickers bar. No clue why this specifically has the Nintendo Power logo on it, but who cares? I do, these mints are pathetic. These aren't the virgin mints I was promised, these are just lame circles. What's so Nintendo Power about these? It doesn't even taste like Nintendo Power, these mints are weak.
And let me say that for the record, I want to state that Night Trap will never appear on a Nintendo system.
Not one person can do all that, but it's definitely fun to think of it, so shoot your ideas for new game consoles at me. But I'm not gonna need them because I'm off to Microsoft to pitch my idea for the Xbox Infinite. I'll use the power of Google Maps to ensure I make it there, no problem. It's always weird seeing Nintendo get behind such mature things, but they'll definitely do anything to please fans. I gotta say, least favorite thing about Bowser, hands down, is his flesh. Aw, Nintendo. Hey y'all, Scott here. Listen, I've come up with the perfect scheme to nab myself a copy of Super Smash Bros. Melee. All I have to do is waddle around, knock on as many college guys' dorms as I can, hollering, "Did somebody order a pizza?" Little do they know, the only pizza I have is a hankering to steal a copy of Super Smash Bros. Melee. Hopefully I can at least nab one copy. I don't know what happened, I just kind of blacked out and here I am. He's destroying the city with his love for Dick Vitale's awesome baby college hoops!
Hate to be a buzzkill, but I usually call it quits when these sorts of things happen. Hey
y'all, Scott here. Listen, I've noticed newborn baby name books are the hot thing right now, so I've decided to work on a newborn baby last name book. Completely untapped market, never have seen one before. We have all the perfect names to spank onto your child. We have Smith, Johnson, Williams for Nintendo 3DS, Brown. Mario spin-offs were plentiful and included a sequel to Yoshi's Island, This Game Reeks, and Super Princess Peach second verse, same as the first. Plus, nothing says I hate sex more than Wario Master of Disguise. In addition to avoiding Slenderman, a supernatural creature known for orangutan arms and child abduction. The thing is, I don't find Slenderman in general scary. How can you be scared of something without a face? He can't even fucking sneeze. The only thing that's kind of scary about this is when Slenderman randomly appears, the musician passes out on the piano. My zoo is a little too just watching 3D models of animals walk around-y for me to really get into it. But hey, if you want to name a zebra Fallout 76, my zoo fully supports that feature. Me personally, I have 3 major deciding factors on picking up a console redesign or not. Yeah, checks out. Hey y'all, Scott here.
Do you struggle and strain?
And I'm sold! I'm going in there to fight for the right to Madden 08. I don't know if I'm gonna survive, but if he kills me, at least I'll die fighting for what I believe in.
It's cold out there, you might wanna put on the coat.
Alright, I'll text you guys if I die.
Looking forward to it.
Gotta be honest, I never owned any cheat devices as a kid. I played Donkey Konga how Nintendo wanted me to, damn it! Night Trap, the interactive horror movie that's responsible for you needing your mom to be with you to buy the latest Call of Duty. The year was 1986. Places like Walmart and Target, oh god, those have got to be the bottom of the barrel in terms of my preferred game stores. Who the hell wants to wrangle up an employee and beg them to unchain Detective Pikachu for you? And now, finally, we get a look at Death Stranding, a game we've known about for years now, but have yet to see gameplay. We can finally see what it plays like. Oh, you got me there. Man, I wish I was a fetus. It's easy to see why these games went viral. They all have elements that make them easily understandable, interesting, or entertaining to watch others play. But does that make them automatically good games? No! Hey y'all, Scott here. You ever love a game so much that other people say is basically the bubonic plague? I've been there. And I'm here to combat those people by stripping that word of all negativity. I love Super Smash Bros. Brawl. This shit is bubonic! Hey y'all, Scott here. Sorry you just caught me putting all this money I've made to good use. I'm using it as a toothpick. I've gone absolutely fucking nowhere doing this. But thank God I invested in the cardboard industry as soon as I did. That thing skyrocketed in 2018 for like, no reason. But I'm not complaining. It's fun to be a part of something. For example, as a part of the cardboard industry, I have these fun little rivalries with others. Check it out.
Hello, you've reached Styrofoam Productions.
Hi, yeah, I'd like some packing peanuts. Hold the packing. I'm a fucking maniac.
Well, he sure got me.
Well, since I've made $70 from my investment, I think it's only fitting to see why exactly cardboard's the hot new thing now. Oh, it's a stupid Nintendo thing. Well, lucky for me, all I talk about is stupid Nintendo things. And it's $70! Deals as hot as this are blatantly arson! Super Smash Bros. Melee is the cream of the crop of the franchise, no matter how you look at it. And while the game isn't my absolute favorite of the series, it's absolutely phenomenal, no doubt, and is like a dream come true. Speaking of which, I had an insane dream last night. I had a dream that I was the sex bot!
Hey you!
That's me!
Are you strictly going by an anti-scam agenda? Same here. That's why I started Scammo, a club that is hell-bent on eliminating all scams. All you have to do to join is pay a monthly fee, and the best part about it is when you refer others to Scammo, we'll even pay you for it. It's totally cool, right? We stay up late, make money, hanging out, we make some more money. It's just like a real group of friends. You can clearly see here how Scammo works. Now, a lot of pro-scam folk out there would say, well, that just looks like a pyramid scheme. I mean, I'm no geometrist, but that's a triangle.
He's right.
So the club of your dreams is just a measly $200 a month away. Fight scams, get paid. It's a club for the rest of us. Here's a glowing testimonial of Scammo.
Game Genie is definitely one of the most well-known cheat devices, and one of the first of its kind as well. Being an unlicensed accessory for the NES that let you make Mario jump higher than Nintendo wanted him to, Nintendo f***ing hated it. It's gonna take a lot more than aggravated assault and battery to stop me. Oh, what does it look like? It made out of blood to you?
You stupid, dumb, stupid Madden 08 fan. Don't you understand it's easier to conform to society than tell everyone the game called Madden 25 exists?
My neck's falling asleep. Alongside physical releases of the PS4 and Xbox One versions, Capcom also released a collector's edition exclusive to the Nintendo 3DS. So we get the game, some postcards, which I really want to know if anybody actually used these things as actual postcards instead of doing the tried and true. That's cool.
Well, it's over. New store opened down the street. Some really steep competition. We just can't keep up with them.
I mean, I've had 5 people ask if we sell cigarettes. Maybe we should start taking trade-ins.
You think you know how to run a business? I know a guy with a NASA shirt, okay? I earned this job!
This is my peak. So to answer the question on everybody's mind, are you wrong for preferring Smash 64 to every game after it? Yeah.
For your viewing pleasure, here's Chelsea and her boundless knowledge.
Think any of you pussies can get this question right?
Oh, me, I'm a pussy!
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was a blood clot of a good time. Definitely much harder than the first Galaxy, but I totally feel fulfilled. I wonder what I get for getting all the stars. No. Hey, Xenoblade Chronicles X! This is the game with the yellow round guy, right? You ever play Mario Kart Wii and say, man, these characters are cool and all, but where's Dad? Let's talk sponges. And not just any sponges, better sponges. Something better than a sponge? Yup, that's the gameplay of Night Trap. The most complicated it gets is changing the access code color. And even then, that only happens like 4 times in a playthrough. And if you'll excuse me, I'm going to beat the game and then explain the plot. Holy shit, what the hell was that? get some patches included as well, but the star of the show is the premium NPVC collectible. That's premium with a capital Finally, we have a product that helps me fulfill one of my wildest fantasies. Egg sitter. It's about f***ing time I can sit on an egg. The one I remember using cheat codes on the most was San Andreas. Now, I mainly played this one on a computer, and not just any computer, a Mac, which means you can play all the songs with all different kinds of instruments. Guitars, bagpipes, no integrity, anything. But that doesn't save the lame song selection. Even having some Nintendo tracks in here doesn't satiate my virginity. And for some godforsaken reason, there's a Wikipedia article solely dedicated to the songs in this game. It's only about 50 tracks, you could easily cram this into the regular Wii Music article, but this list has Turkey and the Straw in it. It deserves its own article. The girls are all oblivious to the augurs and the family's vampiric tendencies, and I can't blame them. I only found out about halfway through.
Sarah, what is this?
No, they're vampires. So that means driving 10 minutes to a brick and mortar store to buy physical games equals, fine, I'll go to GameStop. This thing makes it way too easy to grab glass off of a shelf. Finally, I can grab glasses. I wonder what the 3DS character select screen looks like now with all the DLC characters. Holy shit. Who needs vision anyways? But of course, why go to those places when you can go to, oh f***. Hey, look, we've made it to the infamous bathroom scene. Now that's what I call a resume builder. Here we go, Super Mario Sunshine with cheats. Here we go, Super Mario Sunshine with cheats. This is terrifying. The Wii was home to many Wii games and Wii games. Yes, what better title to give your game than the name of the console followed by word. That's all fine and good, but I'm only one virgin point away from being eligible for a V card. Maybe just mentioning viral games can give me that 1 point. There's Facade, Getting Over It, Amnesia, Donkey Kong Barrel Blade. No! I'm never gonna be a virgin at this rate. The Nintendo DS line of consoles got me through so many car trips as a kid. I would always keep my eyes on the screens the entire time during them, and because of that, only recently I learned that toll booths exist.
I don't think you understand, Mr. Martin, but you're in serious trouble here.
You can't arrest a vampire? And with this, I think it's a good time to start up my official player's guide for Devil's Third. Kill him! Pac-Man was later introduced at a developer roundtable, and I can't believe how many people thought he wasn't gonna make it in the game somehow. Fucking Namco was making the game, and why would they put in somebody like Heihachi from Tekken instead of Pac-Man? He's Pac-Man.
I can breathe again.
Was it worth it? Why did you do all this?
Well, I just couldn't accept that people didn't care about Dick Vitale's awesome baby college hoops. That was the sports game I cared about, and to see everyone talking about anything other than that, I just wanted things to go my way for once.
I didn't know blood bled that much. Listen, man, I was never into the idea of there being Madden games outside of the 8th one, but you just gotta relax. There's more to life than just Dick Vitale, and there's more to life than Madden, too. Come on, there's gotta be another sports game that you like.
Well, I guess Mario Golf Toadstool Tour is alright.
That's the one with Mario, right?
On a good day, yeah.
This was a huge leap forward for the industry, yes, but answer me this. Just what the hell is this thing? 3 prongs make it so you have multiple ways to play multiple games. Maybe you can hold it like this, or even this. Finally, the cure for all sex. Minecraft. I made lows. Instead of just posting them online and saying, hey guys, I whipped this up real quick in Google Docs, you think it sounds cool? Just take a blurry picture off screen and that'll get people talking. You see, I like looking at these contents right here, you know, the ideas behind these rumors. The problem is the people who want these things to seem believable think it's believable for people to take pictures like this. Crackdown 3. Again, releasing in 2019. Hey, remember when this game was supposed to come out in 2017? Hey, remember when this game was supposed to come out in 2016? Hey, remember when this game was announced in 2014? This one always made me feel really anxious, like Bowser and ass together? My hand would always cover this portion just in case I would get diagnosed with adult supervision. Things are different now. You see, it's really hard to do the whole living in peace thing these days. That's why I formed a team of ragtag good doers in this world of anarchy. I even came up with the team name too. We're f***ed. Metropolis Zone, also known as... Well, that blew. Seriously, Night Trap and the Sega CD. I should be completely pissed out by now, but no, the pissometer remains incomplete. Halloween will never be the same until it's filled.
Hey Scott, it's Dr. Bill. It's my honor to tell you you have a urinary tract infection.
You may ask, oh, what's the point of messaging people if you have to be in the same room? Well, just ask the Nintendo DS stylus, or as I like to call it, the crotch doodler. However, I maintain that eventually, it'll come out, or just a straight up reboot of the series will happen. But when it does, oh hell yeah! And what better way to end an already bad show than with a fucking mental breakdown? Holy shit! Now brace yourselves, because I am about to lose all credibility. The PSP was sleeker and way more powerful, so Nintendo had to do something to prove to everybody that the DS could handle more demanding games. So what did they do at launch? They bundled in a demo of Metroid Prime Hunters and crammed Super Mario 64 into a fucking Cheez-It of a game card. Gimmicks are crucial in business to ensure differentiation. You have to stand up from the crowd and offer something that sounds compelling enough to get consumers to bite. Take for example, Toys R Us's new gimmick is insane price cuts and people are flocking to the stores. They should do these sales more often. Sebastian transitions into teaching us how to play a tune. Surprised at my size? Don't encourage him. Next up, we're looking at Roblox. The term gimmick has often been associated with video games, especially within the past decade or so with the introduction of... Hey y'all, Scott here, and welcome to the first ever E3 2018 Productions press conference. I've noticed a lot of excitement surrounding E3 2018 as of late, so why not try to profit off of that kind of excitement? Yes, that means E3 2018 product, conventions for fans of the convention. We have it all. I'm the only person employed by the company as of right now, so just be aware, I'm in this for the long haul. As you can see, the excitement for E3 2018 was through the roof for the week of June 9th, 2018. And just to show you how good that is for a company, here are some happy people. Some happy people. You ever get home and you're like, I know what I'm doing tonight, Red Times New Roman font. Nintendo later confirmed that Nintendo DS would be the final name for the product, alongside showing off the finalized design. Go back. I'm more so interested in demonstrating the potential of hardware. Let's see if this iron passes the durability test. Gonna put that down as a TBA. And that's my little baby, just a relaxing game. This surely is the life. Ah, my baby's dirty. Next game. 3 presenters on stage talk the Champions League in the game. The presenters on the side are really chatting things up while the one in the middle doesn't say squat. I always love this portion of EA's press conference every year because it reminds me what year it is. I mean, it's been 10 years. Wii Music released on October 20th, 2008 in North America. Maybe we were all a bit too harsh on it at first. Or maybe... Oh shit! I couldn't even finish that. Of course it's terrible. Let's just get this one out of the way. I am just no good at this game. Oh god. You get a free Sea of Thieves item per Chips Ahoy pack? Well, don't mind if I do. We're greeted to what I think a hormone looks like, and his name is Sebastian Toot. He forces me to play the piano whether I like it or not, and all we have to do here is shake the Wii Remote nunchuck. Hey, hear that? I'm a penis. Finally, Campbell's Super Mario Soup. Let's pop this bad boy open, cook it up, and try it out. You know what? That's actually pretty good. Let me check the ingredients on this bad boy. Oh, hell yeah.
Is that a pinball machine? Oh my god, my ass is bleeding.
Well, that was a fun 5 hours. But I think it's a good idea to check and see how the cardboard industry is doing now. Damn it. This industry fluctuates like crazy. I'm broke. I guess I'll just bribe the guy at the gas station $20 to give me the winning lottery ticket. I'd say this is a great poker game. If you don't like the sexy, thankfully the girls are in the dead center of the screen. Easy blockage can ensue. Well, it looks like my journey today has come to an end. It's been an honor to serve a part of the fellow unity of certified killers of bad astronomic resistant ne'er-do-wells. Should really look into an abbreviation for that. It's also an honor to be a part of this whole 1950s B-movie shtick. Remember, it's not a phase, it's a lifestyle. It was a phase. Yeah, I know, it's the first new Bethesda IP in over 2 decades. That's why people are excited, but they didn't show anything except for space. It's like if Nintendo announced ARMS like this. Like, what the hell does that mean? Let's move over to this room. Yeah, you see, this is what us kitchen owners refer to as kitchen. Welcome to New Location McGee, as she likes to be called it. Old Location McGee and I had a bit of a falling out. It was so simple, Nintendo felt the need to include this antenna to put on your Switch to make it seem like it's a real-life remote control. We popped this on, and our Nintendo Switch console is finally a part of a cult. And it looks like all girls that appeared in the game were over the age of 18, that's good to know. I'm gonna use the rest of my checking account on a stacker game. Alright, where do I fill out the application to become homeless? Learn about the Bible while you have fun. 1,500 questions on the Old Testament. Music from the hottest Christian artist. My god, the marketing team at Crave obviously wanted every consumer who sees this game to say, holy shit! But hey, who knows, maybe things have cleared up in the past 12 minutes. Starting things off with an intro that... oh my god, this is incredible! Hi, yeah, I'd like to buy 4 EAs, please! Yeah, I should get rid of this. I'll take one. He bought illegal porn! It also details the new Call of Duty game for 2016, subtitled Bloodlines, was launching with the system, with Destiny following suit in 2017. Well, after sitting at this desk for 2 years, talking about stupid Nintendo games and Madden 08, it's a little weird saying that one of those things is gone.
Hey Scott, it's your old pal sweepstakes winner announcery Jim here. It's my honor to tell you you've won our contest where you get to create whatever video game you desire.
I told them I wanted to make a game called Madden 08 for the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 2 and all the old platforms, and they're making an HD remake of it too!